So we encountered this horrific grinding noise when we tried to open up the garage door, and I just pressed the button to stop it, but it would sit there and keep on doing that. So it's up a little bit, and it seemed to go down okay, but it just wouldn't go up. So I thought, oh, maybe something's wrong with my earlier repair. So I checked that, and I've got another video about how you can remove those clips and wrap some wire around the connectors. That seems to be in perfectly good order. So I think the Carrier, after so many years, just finally gave out. So I was going to make sure, I was going to pull the Carrier off and look at how it engages with the worm drive, and just make sure that the Carrier was the problem, which I was pretty sure it had to have been, because the worm drive looked okay. So you can't get the Carrier off without taking off the rail. So I removed the rail here, and then take the Carrier off. And take a look at what it looks like here in a minute. Should have got a taller ladder. I can't really handle that. I was just on a stool at this point, and later on I got out a ladder. Anyway, pull off the rail, and then you're able to get the Carrier off. Easily, just slides right off the end. And then take a look at the where the Carrier engages the worm drive here in a second. So here it is down on the bench, and this grease gets on everything, and it's very nasty stuff. But anyway, you can look, and there should be a whole bunch of teeth there, but there aren't any. You can see some teeth there. That's what the whole thing should look like all along there. But it's basically just ground all those off, because once it failed once, then it just sat there and ground off all those teeth. So here's the new one I got the next day, like $14 plus $6 for shipping, extra for next day, because we were going out of town. Didn't want to have this not be in perfect working order. So here's the part I happened to order, just got it off of Amazon. And so I'm going to stick this thing on. So first thing I'm going to do is work on the grease. I wiped off as much of that old grease as I could, and I happen to have this pack of grease from before, and for maintenance, I stick on there every year or two. And so I added the little bit of grease to the worm drive as specified on those instructions, and then I'm going to stick the new Carrier on here. And as it turns out, I stuck it on backwards at first. So you're going to see this on backwards, but don't do that yourself. I ran the Carriage back and forth a few times with it backwards, and then realized it, and then corrected it. So if the lever is in towards the garage door, that's the wrong way. So anyway, I'll run it just to run the grease around a little bit, and seems to work pretty good. So I was pretty confident that this was going to solve the problem. It hits the stop here, and everything works okay. So now I switched it around, put it on the right way, and you'll also notice I put on some of those little blocks of wood that were on the other one. Basically what that prevents is someone from the outside sticking a coat hanger through and yanking down on that release, because if they were able to stick a coat hanger through there and catch that, then they could just open the garage door. It wouldn't be locked. So I hot glued those little squares on there. So anyway, that's a pretty simple little task of replacing the Carriage on the garage door opener. Hope you enjoyed it.